Okay, everyone. If you keep this broadcast pretty much private, so I don't want you inviting anyone for this one. Do not invite anyone for this. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. It's going on 3 o'clock here Eastern Time. I'm here at the Chitwood International Headquarters, and I know that there's been many times that you have been upset with me. I know you've been mad at some of the things that I've said. I know that. And every time that I have offended anyone, I have always been quick to repent and ask forgiveness. Now, I don't feel like I need to ask forgiveness for this, but if you feel like that I do, I will. Many of you are calling the office very upset, very mad, and you're taking it out on Rainey and Patricia and Michelle and everyone. You should not take it out on them. If it's anybody's mistake, it's my mistake. Many of you have now heard what happened on Facebook just a few hours ago, I guess around probably 12 noon. At the time that happened, so I can explain it to you so you'll understand, at the time that happened to us, Bill Scott, who is a client of mine, who is a very good friend and very rich, they brought into me from Sandra a piece of paper that said he wanted to give money away. And so that's why I told you not to invite anybody, but I did what the note said. And then people started calling and upset and mad and this and that. They've just been blowing up Rennie's phone and blowing up even Debbie Booth's phone. I mean, not her phone, but her email, I think. But Bill Scott has offered to give each and every one of you $45 toward your tuition on IEEA. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know what type of a blessing that is, but Bill's very rich. And what I can't understand, and I still don't understand, is how in the world that Bill understood that it's just what he wanted to do. He says, everybody that calls in today, it's not yesterday, it's not tomorrow, it's today. Can somebody type that on the screen, please? Today. It is today. Anybody that calls in today. And I asked him when I went to lunch, I called him. I didn't go to lunch with him, but I called him and I said, Bill, are you sure that you wanted this to run all day? I said, it could be thousands of people. At $45, it could cost you $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000. He says, no. He said, anybody that's interested in business, finance, entrepreneurship, or grants. He says, you're the one that taught me how to be rich. And, of course, his hard work, you got to do that. I mean, it takes work. But he says, you taught me. He says, I owe so much to you. He says, I want to sow a seed into every person that registers today for IEEA. And so, that includes your 3 books, that includes your entrepreneur profile, and it includes your entrepreneur exam, plus you get your business certificate, which will help you tremendously in the current job that you have, and it will help you tremendously if you're going to start your own business, for you to know something about business, for you to know something about finance. Now, listen to me carefully. The reason I wanted this to be private, I love everybody, and I don't discriminate against anybody. You know that, but I'm going to tell you some of the dumbest people were on Facebook 2-3 hours ago that I have ever met in my life. I mean, they just don't understand how to even spell 3. They don't understand how to spell 7 o'clock. They're just dumb. I mean, I hate to say that, but some of them, not everybody, but some of them on Facebook are just dumb. Their questions are dumb. And then some people called in here and said, well, he said he was going to pay our college tuition for 4 years to the university. I never said anything like that. I mean, I don't understand if they just are dumb, if they're lying, or if they're trying to gouge us. Now, one lady, she said, well, I can't afford $40. And then she came right back and she said that she was saving her money to go to Disneyland. What? So I wanted to just encourage you, if you want to sign up today, it's not yesterday, it's today. This is Bill Scott's deal, not mine. So if I've hurt you, if I've apologized, if I've offended you because of what happened on Facebook, please accept my sincere apology. I am sorry, and I ask you to forgive me. I want to be quick like David to repent if I've done something to hurt you. But stop calling here and beating up Renee, beating up Patricia, beating up Michelle and Sandra and all these people. It's not their fault what happened on Facebook. So when that was handed to me, you only now pay for 9 weeks plus 3 books. You only pay $40. I don't know about you, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is a tremendous deal. It's actually the deal of a lifetime for Bill Scott to step up and to do more than just match your tuition. He is paying $45 and you're only paying $40. I think he thought it was $80 he'd pay half, but it's $85. He's going to have to pay $45 and you're going to have to pay $40. Now, how many weeks is it? 9 weeks. 9 weeks. We start at 7 o'clock on Monday evenings and we finish at 8:30. It's 9 weeks. It begins January the 15th. Now, the reason we didn't want to do it this coming week, you've got the national championship ball game with Alabama and Georgia, and then a lot of people didn't get their books downloaded. So we wanted to be fair and make sure we started on January the 15th, which is a week from this coming Monday. We start at 7 p.m., and you can take these online classes. And if you miss Monday night, the broadcast online, you still have time to watch that during the week to catch up. And then you'll have your exam at the end of 9 weeks, and you'll get your certificates. By the way, those certificates have just been mailed out. The certificates have just been mailed out for the first semester. We had to get certification from our oversight director. We're not just a fly-by-night organization here. We do things by the book. So we had to make sure that our oversight director certified each one that's going to receive their business certificate, entrepreneur certificate in the mail. So be looking for that. Now, I want you, if you care about business, entrepreneurship, finances, if you care about grants, if you want to get grants and learn about grants. See, we had one lady, and I don't know if I understand this or not. Maybe see if you do. See if you can help me with this. Okay, I need your help. So see if you can answer this for me. She said, well, I'm not, because Debbie Booth called her. She said, because she's been calling people to see, if they want to get in. And so Debbie Booth called, she says, I'm disappointed I didn't get a grant in the first semester. We never promised you a grant in the first semester. You don't even know what a cage code is. You do. Many of you do, because you've learned that at the first Millionaire Boot Camp. And by the way, if you go to megamichael.com, you can get free tickets to the filming of the first show on Boardroom Beast. And that's going to be a great show. So you need to try to be in the initial one if you can. You go to megamichael.com and you can get your free tickets. You have to have a ticket to get it. It's free. You have to have a ticket to get in. But the second quarter is where we learn about our business things and things of that nature. I know the first quarter was kind of technical and so forth, but you need to know the terms. And so now that you know the terms, now we're getting ready to move into the second semester or the second quarter so that you can have more information toward the grant for the third quarter. It's really, really simple. And now for what Bill Scott is doing. Bill, I know you're not watching this, but we ought to thank Bill for what he did, because for him to pay over half of your tuition is absolutely unheard of. And you get 3 big books, your entrepreneur profile, and your entrepreneur certification exam. So, Bill, we say thank you. Lucy Gonzalez did, Patricia Moore, Pam Gaddis, Elizabeth at Healthy Smiles, Laura Bush. Yeah, I know you're very thankful for it. I know you are. So those that's signing up today, he felt like, and I tell you how he got it, is that Debbie Booth told me when she called about a half a dozen people to a dozen, she said a lot of them said that they wanted to do it, but they didn't have the money because they spent all their money for Christmas. And so I was just having a conversation with Bill, and he says, how's IEA going? I said, Bill, it's a little slow this time because we only have thousands of people, several thousands signed up. Last time we had thousands and I don't know the exact numbers, but and we left it last week. We left it alone. The day Sandra walks in, she gives me a note. She says, Bill Scott says he wants to pay half of the tuition of the students, half. And it'd been like $42.50, so I just rounded it off. I guess it's probably my mistake. Maybe I made that. It's $40. You pay $40. Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't take advantage of this and increase your knowledge, even the Bible says a lack of knowledge, you'll be destroyed. It's all a lack of knowledge, the reason why the church is broke. Do you know that the church and Christians are the most broke people on the face of the earth? Well, I'll take it back. In the United States, the Christians are just broke. Now, here's the way you do it. Call this Booth pushing me there, 800-854-5891. 800-854-5891. If you want to register now, you cannot do it on the website because it's got the regular price. You have to call Renee Gore at 800-854-5891. Now, let me tell you the secret to it. It's 3:50. Let's see. It's 3 o'clock. Let me tell you something. At 5 o'clock, when we leave here today, we leave at 5 on Fridays. I believe it's 5 on Fridays. I think it is. I believe it is. It's either 5 or 6. Let me find out. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find out just a bit so I can give you accurate numbers. I don't want to. Let's see if I can get. Yeah, they're too slow. Takes them forever to answer the phone. It's right on their desk. It takes them forever.
This is Michelle.
What time do we close on Fridays?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. All right, so you heard it. At 6 p.m., this offer's over. It doesn't extend till tomorrow because this is not a Chitwood deal. This is a Bill Scott deal. So if I were you, and you're going to forget, you say, well, I'll do it in a minute. No, you're going to forget it, and you're going to be the same thing, day late and a dollar short type deal. So it's important for you to learn. If you'll learn, like I'm trying to show you how to learn, I'm trying to teach you new things. I'm trying to show you how you can get to a new level in your life. If you really want to do that, then you need to get enrolled on IEEA right now. Okay, right now. Well, I'll do it at 4:30. No, you won't do it at 4:30 because you'll forget it. And then 6 o'clock comes and you'll say, oh no, I forgot. So I am encouraging you. I am exhorting you. I'm almost kind of trying to make you in a friendly way, not a bad way, because I love you. I love you with all my heart. I really do. I love you with all of my heart because we're family. We're knitted together. We've been together now for years, several years. So I want to encourage you. Don't miss this opportunity. $40 for 9 weeks. I just was trying to find out what time we closed on Saturday. She said 6.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. So I was just trying to encourage you. That you needed to get registered now, get enrolled now. Okay, so what you should do is you should drop off of Periscope now and go to the phone. And the number you call, again, is 800-854-5891. That's Renee Gore. Ask to speak to her. Say, hey, Renee, I want the deal that Bill Scott or Chitwood is giving me about I only pay $40, gosh, for 9 weeks. And that includes your books. Your books are about 300 pages for this next semester, about 300. There's 3 books. So all we can do is make it available to you. And when you know some of you, not the family necessarily, but some of you are never going to change. It's just not your nature. You say you want to change, but you don't want to change. You need to stop wasting time, and you need to really do what. Can I read something to you very quickly here for the family? Just a minute. I want to read something. You know, you have to read 12 books a year, and we have that on the 100-day challenge, by the way. I would strongly recommend that all of you take the 100-day challenge too. But we'll just see. You know, I mean, there's only so many. There's only a certain group I want in that group, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to find this was written to me, and I felt like it was so incredible. Let me read this to you here if I can, okay? Let me see if I can just locate it real quick. If I can, this was really a touching moment for me, and I believe it will be for you too. So I don't know if I can find it, but I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna really try to find it very quickly, if I can find it. I want to just read this to you. It's very quick. Yeah, here we go. Today I received this from a young lady. Now this is what she's writing. See if you understand this, okay? Let me blow it up just a little bit. Today was a great day for me to make my dream come true. Once upon a time, not too many years ago, there was a young woman, me, who dreamed great dreams, who imagined a wonderful life. But instead of taking action, that's key right there, taking action. But instead of taking action, I chose to say someday. I promised myself that someday I was going to write a book. I promised myself someday that I was going to get in great shape. I promised myself someday that I was going to travel the world. I promised someday that I was going to mark this day. I promised someday to live an extraordinary life. I promised someday that I would do everything with a tremendous, grateful heart. And then one day came, and with that day I had much regret and a saddened heart. I, that young woman, now much older, realized that those things will never happen now, not ever. They'll never happen. Why did they not happen? Because I made excuses. Why are they not going to happen? Because I was afraid. Listen, don't be afraid to pursue your dream. Listen, it was that moment that I heard about it from Dr. Chitwood that I should have done it. But I kept saying, someday. Do you know that Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday's on the calendar? You know that your birthday's on the calendar? You know that Christmas and Veterans Day is on the calendar, but there's one day that's not on the calendar. You know what that day is? You know what that day is that's not on the calendar? Huh? That day that's not on the calendar is called someday. I wish I had embraced the ideal that Dr. Chitwood gave me, but I didn't. I waited. I kept waiting for someday to arrive. And then I found out at my age that it's now too late. It's too late to turn those dreams into reality. It's just too late. I should have done it then. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you that if you're not careful by not taking the 100-day MC challenge at megamichael.com, and by you not taking the IEEA classes, which they go hand in hand, I'm telling you, you're going to arrive at age 60 or 70, and you're going to say, I wish I had done what Dr. Chitwood told me to do on January the 5th at 3 o'clock. Someday will never come unless you make it happen. I'm encouraging you now to start somewhere. Take action. Call me right now at 800-854-5891. 800-854-5891. If that line is busy, I'm going to give you a second backup line. It's 800-344-0076, and that's Patricia Hilton. The first number is Renee Gore, and the second number, Patricia Hilton. So you need to call now. Thank you, Pam Gaddis. I like the way you did that. You need to call now. Either number will work. Now you say, why is this important? Because the lines are jammed. The lines are jammed. I can see the red lights on. The red lights are all on. They're talking. People that are smart are signing up. People that's not so smart are waiting for someday. Someday, I'll get in shape. Someday, I'll start my business. Someday, I'll write that song. Someday is never going to come. You know why? Because it's not on the calendar. So I'm going to encourage you to get over to megamichael.com and register for the 100-day MC Challenge. You will love it. You can either pick option 1, 2, or 3. If you'll email Debbie Booth, she has some special terms for you on that if you need them. Debbie Booth at hotmail.com. If you'll email Debbie Booth at hotmail.com, then she has some special terms that she can give you on that, and you'll find out that it will be something that will bless you because it's a tremendous savings. Anybody that would cut your tuition in half, it's actually more than in half, cut it from $85 to $40 and sow that seed into you. Bill, I want to say thank you. He's not here. I just looked up because somebody came to my door. Bill, I want to say thank you. You have done, and he said he did it because of everything I taught him. And Bill is very, very, you wouldn't know it. He's just a simple, plain type guy. I mean, he's not a, fancy type show off like I am. I'm a show off, but he's just a nice guy. But at least he has a heart of being generous. And you would be foolish not to pay $40 for 9 weeks, 14 hours. I can't even believe I'm going to sponsor a student when Renee comes back from lunch. That's Donna Norquist. See that? That's Donna Norquist. She's going to pay for a student. So whoever that student is, you better get in and call real quick and say, hey, Donna Norquist said she was. Donna, thank you very much. And by the way, you may not know this, but Donna is going through she's strong. She's strong. Love her. She's one of my favorites. I love her. But her whole thing I hope you don't mind me telling this, Donna, but her whole thing, I'm doing it to give glory to God. But all of her floor, her whole apartment is flooded. She's living in a hotel. Here's a lady that's living in a hotel because her house is flooded because the lady above her is a dumb nut. The lady above her came and turned off all the heat and turned off the dripping faucets when we got 10-degree weather. And it broke the pipes, and it all ran down to Donna's house. So, Donna, I want you to know, I've been in contact with Donna every day. I'm trying to help her. We've got several things we're doing. So, Donna, I want to thank you very much for doing that. Donna is strong. She's a strong prayer warrior. She's my best friend. I love her with all my heart. She's incredible. I love Donna. I love her. Plus, every time I see her, I get a big kiss. So, you know me, I like a kiss now and then. So she gives good kisses. Anyway, I want you to take advantage of this now. Can I depend on you to do that? Don't let Bill Scott see that he only had. There's been already thousands. I mean, we've had. Well, she's off the line now, so I guess that means that I needs to quit then. So we're not going to beg you, and we're not going to feel sorry for you when you wind up dumb as a box of rocks. $40 today and today only, sponsored by Bill Scott. And by the way, Sandra, we need to get him a letter and thank him for it once we get the numbers. So at 5 o'clock today, when we close this office, 5 o'clock, if you haven't registered, you will pay the full price. And that will be because you were waiting for someday. Someday has arrived today. And God is sending you a strong signal. My daughter, my son, take this now. because he encouraged, he spoke to Bill, and Bill did it. It's a God connection here. Some of you are still just waiting. I don't understand that. I don't understand when you have something like this. It's kind of like the guy that his house was flooded. He moved up to the second floor, moved up to the third floor, and finally went to the roof. He said, God, are you going to send somebody to save me? Send a boat? And the guy said, no, I'm waiting on God to send somebody. Sent this, sent that, and finally sent a helicopter. Said, come on, jump onto the ladder here. We're gonna save you. He said, no, I'm waiting on God. Well, the guy's dumb as a box of rocks. He had 3 things sent to him to save his life. He finally died. So Renee's available now. Patricia's available now. Don't let this day expire without you taking advantage of this huge discount. Okay? Okay, she's back on the phone now, so you just need to get through. It's up to you to get through. If you think we're going to sit here and beg you for hours, you're crazy. In fact, to be honest with you, those that haven't already moved, I really don't even want you. I hate to say that, but, you know, see, it's like a lot of people, in order for them to go down and get prayed for, they have to see somebody healed. They won't go down in a healing line until they see somebody go down and get healed. Stupid. All right. God bless each and every one of you. And again, I ask you to forgive me because I did know that so many of you had heard about Facebook, and you were so mad. But don't be mad at Renee or Michelle or Sandra or Patricia. If it's anybody's fault, it was my fault. And I ask you to forgive me. I didn't mean to do it. I just forgot to do it. So there's Lucy. I love Lucy. Lucy's great. Patricia Moore, Phyllis Hamlet, all of you are just tremendous. You're just tremendous. Donna, it's got to be your own faith, not someone else's. Donna's a certified Bible teacher, by the way. Violetta, love Violetta. Laura Bush, love. What are they mad about? They're mad, Laura, because they heard it on Facebook and they didn't get it at the same time. It took 3 hours for me to come back and give it to them. I just forgot about it. And so Pam Gaddis, she's great. Love Pam. And Miss Etta, I love you too. Thank you very much. Beautiful picture of you too there. I wish I could pronounce your first name, but you know me with names. You know, it takes me a month just to learn how to pronounce names. So Elizabeth Maltese, there's Elizabeth right there. Elizabeth, I hope you've signed up, but now you need it bad. You need it bad. You're sitting at your house with nothing to do, snow on the ground. Take the class. Sign up now. If you haven't signed up, sign up. In fact, let me know, Elizabeth, right now on this screen if you've signed up, yes or no. Let it circle back around. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you there very much. Beautiful picture of you, young lady. And, of course, Debbie Booth is my executive broadcast director. I owe a lot to this young lady. Her and Ruthie are just tremendous. The entire 100-day MC challenge, by the way. By the way, if you haven't taken that, you need to contact Debbie Booth because she's got some good news for you. Contact Debbie Booth on the 100-day MC challenge. She's got some good news. Okay, there's Bishop Cornelius Blake, one of the best people I have ever seen in my life. I've got something that I've got to send him. He's my friend. Him and his wife, First Lady Sheila. You all know Bishop Blake. He's got a great book there, The Wealthy Place. You need to get that book if you can. That's one of the books you need to read. You have to read 12 books this year. The first book I want you to read, you get automatically with any one of the option 1, 2, or 3, and that's going to be the first book that you read. I was reading from it last night, and y'all from the other night, and y'all loved it. So, okay. All righty, everybody. I love you very much. Thank you very, very much. And this first day, welcome. I didn't get your name, but it says the first day on Periscope. Welcome to you. I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry, but my name is Michael Chitwood. And right now we're talking about signing up for business online classes, which are ours. And so God bless you. Thank you for being with us today. I wish I'd have caught the name. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. So your code names on there is not the same name as your name sometimes. So sometimes it is. If it's taken, then so. Okay, well, look, I got to go. You got to go. I got to get back to work. So God bless each and every one of you. It's Donna Norcos to Pam Gaddis. She loves Pam Gaddis. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. Great book. Ardiment. I think that's the way you pronounce that. That's Ethel Smith. Hey, look, everybody. There's Ethel right there. Ethel. By the way, Ethel's a great writer, too. She's doing an amazing job for us. Thank you very much, Ethel, for all that you do. I appreciate it very much. All right, we got to go. I told you I'd be on here right around 30 minutes. It's been exactly, guess what? It's 29 minutes and 53 seconds. Isn't that something? Call now, 800-854-5891 or 800, yep, They're all busy again. So some of you will let that time pass by and you won't even do it. $40, you get 9 weeks. Boy, that's a deal. That's a deal. All right. I'll see y'all later, okay? Lord bless you. Thank you very much. I love each and every one of you. Remember, no matter what happens, no matter what's said, we are family. Family doesn't talk about family. Family loves family, supports family. When you have a victory, I rejoice. When you have a little challenge, we all join in together to stand with you. So we're standing with Donna Norquist. Major flood, 3 to 5 inches of water in her house because of some dumb lady up above her that doesn't even live there. See, the apartment complex came by and cut the heat on and turned the water dripping. It's 10-degree temperature. You understand that? 10-degree temperature. And so the lady that came, she came and she's totally flooded. Everything is totally destroyed in her house. Furnishings, carpet. So we need to keep Donna in our prayers. She's a great lady, okay? I think it's going to be good, okay? That's just, don't pay any attention to that because they're not even real. They're not even real people. That's what we call these trolls. So the trolls are coming out, and they're on drugs. They sleep all day and wake up about 3 o'clock just in time to catch my broadcast. So they're just trolls. They're not even real. So we just block them and get rid of them. So go register if you can right now if you're interested in learning business, finance, entrepreneurship. And by the way, many of you need to take the MC Challenge because I'm going to be coaching you on the phone. I want to be on the phone with you. Okay. I love each and every one of you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Remember, I love you. When you want something that you've never had, when you want something that you've never had, you have to do something that you have never done before. Do something different. Let's do it this year. Knock some doors down, knock some walls down, and let's be unbound for 2018. Unbound yourself for 2018. I'll see you later. Bye.